That's okay.
Working
on
That's cool. Hello, welcome back to the Botch Squad here, formerly known as the Weed and Wrestling Podcast. And yeah, we're just playing catch up because we haven't really been around. Lanaya just moved here.
I moved.
Willie's been busy with work. Gus is MIA until we start really bothering him. Until Lanaya starts showing nudes again.
Yeah. He's like enriching his life, so we gotta get involved with that and stop it.
Yeah, he's being like the best one of all four of us and like getting a great education and trying to help people.
I already went to massage therapy school, so
he's a big loser that's too busy for us though.
I mean, I have been MIA myself, so I'm not saying anything about anybody.
No, just having fun. Yeah, so I think the last we were on, because we didn't live stream with Night of Champions. What was the one before that? Was it Backlash?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that just proves how what some of our points are going to be today. How shitty wrestling is right now. Ooh boy, and how it's been on a big downturn for the last 2 years.
I am
really 3.
I mean, like when all of your worst predictions come true over and over and over, it's like, am I psychic or do they just suck? Both. It's both.
The answer is they suck.
It's both.
Yeah, true. Boy, oh boy, there's been a lot that's gone on, and because I am curious, I need to see where what our last cast was to see. Okay, the last one was me and Willie a month ago.
Yeah.
We did the State of Wrestling there, and then I think we had tried streaming SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then it was Backlash. Which we got 64 views. I think that's the most views we've ever gotten on a stream.
Well, on this channel.
Yeah.
The other channel we're popping.
Yeah. Well, that's like part of the part of the thing is we hopped into this wrestling video content game one, a little late in the game, but two, we came in at the change of the fucking YouTube algorithms that have just literally destroyed wrestling podcasts.
It's like all the different social media places have changed their algorithms in such sickety fucking ways. I have shit on my page sometimes. I'm just like, what was this for? Like
yeah, I'm getting random people's fucking posts like wanting me to like follow on Facebook.
I've been getting that for a while
though. Like, constant. And the algorithms are they've just become very one-sided to where it's out of user control at this point.
Yep.
That they're forcing a lot of the stuff down there. Cultaholic being the prime example of this downturn here. Cultaholic Wrestling's been around for going on like 10, 11 years. And about 2 years ago, on their daily morning news updates, when they were doing two videos, usually like 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the afternoon, they were getting a good 100,000 to 200,000 views on each of those. And then the algorithm change and the YouTube format change to where they straight up told them, you need longer format videos. We're fighting TikTok, and you need to make longer format videos. Okay, so instead of doing 2 15-minute segments of wrestling a day, now they just do one full one, which it's usually 20 to 30 minutes long. And now their views have dropped so much over the last 2 years. Just a month ago, they had to let go of 7 of their video editors. Adam Pacitti, who was a longtime member just a couple months ago, he left for a better job, to like have a career outside of it. Adam Pacitti he was doing stuff on Wrestle Talks and What Culture Wrestling. He's been around the wrestling video content genre like well beyond even Cultaholic Wrestling.
Yeah.
And a lot of these other channels and stuff, they've had to reduce their times. They've had to reduce their release schedules. Another big channel that got a big brunt of the algorithm changes was Wrestling Bios. Wrestling Bios got hit really bad because the Reliving the War series, some of those episodes have like 2 million views. And he chalked it up to 2 things. One, they switched up the format, and they switched up the algorithm right at the time that he started getting into the really shitty portions of WCW.
No.
Towards the end, it like happened right at the same time. So he was like, I was already kind of getting a drop in views because we were getting into like some not interesting content, and then it just double tapped it. And he went from having an average of like, 400,000 to 500,000 views down to like 50,000. And Wrestling Bios to me is the greatest fucking channel. That guy has done God's work when it comes to wrestling. There's really not a subject he's not gone over.
Very astute on your information.
Terrific content. Another channel I follow, WrestleMe, they talked about it too, and that's why they've always kind of focused more on their Patreon stuff, because they came into the game when their kind of content of like comedic viewing of analyzing wrestling and stuff really wasn't like they're kind of a niche page. And so they've never had a whole lot of views. So like when the whole algorithm changed, they joked about it, just being like, well, we predicted that it was going to do that, so we were fucking going to Patreon anyways. We never got a lot of views on here. Fuck you.
I mean, But honestly, like as someone that's like been working online through different industries for like well over 20 years, it happens constantly. You know, and like even if we're talking about through the lens of like the change in wrestling, because like when Vince McMahon bought WCW, he broke all the rules and changed how it was going for so long. So
Yeah.
like after that, like
Vince McMahon is the biggest revolutionary in wrestling, and he is also the biggest fucking detriment to
he's a
wrestling.
wrestling colonizer.
Yeah. Straight up.
But when once he broke those rules, nothing's been stable really, and like
Yeah.
it's just
And nothing's sacred.
and
Nothing's
sacred. And it just continues down that line. That's what I see. Like it just continues down that line.
Yeah, and the lean and the paradigm of the two big companies right now of WWE and AEW is very interesting because AEW, they had their ratings drop off immediately when CM Punk left and got fired. But since then with the viewership and then going on to HBO, they don't have WWE numbers of at least 1 million or 2 million watching, but they stay between the 600,000 and the 700,000 viewer range since then. But their ticket sales, even though they don't sell nearly as expensive of tickets that WWE does, their ticket sales have gone down to where they've had to start running smaller venues.
Yeah.
Which is better for their product anyways, because they're an indie on steroids. And it shows because I tune in. I try to give the benefit of the doubt, because they have really good wrestlers.
They do have really good wrestlers because they have all the wrestlers.
Yeah, that's part of the problem, is that they have way too many fucking wrestlers. And Tony Khan doesn't have the first fucking idea on a storyline. He doesn't have the first idea on keeping keeping a narrative going for longer than an episode, maybe two. And he plays these fantasy fucking matches because he has the fucking money to do it, to where it's like, okay, cool. You have Shinsuke Nabata, and you have Isho Kiriya. Okay, I have not seen these fucking guys. I am in America. Okay, we do not get New Japan Pro Wrestling. I have my ways of getting New Japan Pro Wrestling if I want to watch it. But I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. So I don't know who the fuck these guys are. And you hear it in the fucking crowd. You hear it in the crowd because they like clamor for the one guy that they kind of know.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah. Are you guys going to do some violent spots now or what?
Yeah.
And they do these spot fests. Like these 6-man tag spot fests that they will literally physically set themselves up to take a fucking bump. Like you see them physically, okay, he's gonna get ready to come and run down and kick me. Let me bend down and get my head here.
Yeah. I mean WWE isn't that far off it, but it's all just lacking in being coherent, cohesive. you know?
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know. It goes with the whole kayfabe being broken. It's just a lack of respect of the industry. And that, again, goes to when, Vince McMahon started breaking all the rules.
And it's a whole another thing too with the certain creative control that Tony does give to the fucking wrestlers. Like Jon Moxley has been on this whole, like, I'm a great technical wrestler thing. and so he's been on this whole fucking great technical wrestling kick that every match, the last 3 matches that I've seen him in, and like he's doing some holds and he's holding on to those holds. And then they'll go into another thing. And then it'll get into a slap fucking contest. And then maybe some weapons come out of nowhere. I don't know. It doesn't have any flow. It doesn't have any fucking rhythm. No. Jon Moxley should be a better fucking wrestler than that, but he's not.
And after all this time, why? Why do they have him? Why he's not a better wrestler? It's just a lot going on that shouldn't be going on.
And the whole fucking Death Riders gimmick, like even AEW fans hate the fucking Death Riders. And they got fucking Will Ospreay with them now. Mr. Spotfest himself. And they do these weird, like, kind of motivational, kind of like psycho talk, kind of.
I would say that's like anti-motivational. That's like the antithesis of motivation. It's just psychosis, but
yeah, it's really weird, and you can tell that it's just like, okay, I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna lead to that, and then I'm gonna lead to that. You just fill in along the way. Like there's just no fucking effort. And what effort they do try to make, it's just weird and stupid. Young Bucks, whole other duo right there. That they will be with that company forever, and they should. And they should stick with that company forever. I never want to see those fucks in WWE.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, never want to see those fucks in WWE. And then it's just, you got all these different little pieces, with the only saving grace being MJF. He's seriously their only single, like, saving grace, still putting on good matches.
But that alone is a problem.
But he just dropped the title of the fucking Kenny Omega. They did a bullshit stipulation that if Kenny lost, he could never challenge for the AEW title again. So of course he won. And the match wasn't all that great because Kenny Omega is fucking run down. I don't care what the fuck they say. He is fucking run down. He is beaten the fuck up. That's why the motherfucker has been injured fucking more times than he's fucking wrestled over the last 4 years.
And like, I feel like it's forever.
And MJF had to wrestle cater to that whole shit, and it looked like shit.
Yep.
And so, bam, you get the title off of MJF. Put it on to Kenny Omega. Then you got fucking oh god, Mr. I fucking love Texas death matches. I'm forgetting his fucking name because he's a Blackjack Mulligan wannabe. Fuck. I need to look up his name. It's gonna plague me.
I'm like, I don't know.
Willie said he was in the room. That was like a little bit ago. Hey, just saw this.
Oh, 9:17. Yeah, it's like 5 minutes ago. Well, is he still in the room? Let him in.
I don't see him.
Oh.
I
Well,
I didn't see him in the first place.
you can't let him in, so.
I gotta look up dude's name. Because it's gonna Adam Hangman Page.
Yep, and that's how forgettable he is. Like,
yeah. Yeah, well, they had the audacity of a year or so ago. Someone tried to say, "Oh, he's good enough. He could be the next Stone Cold Steve Austin." I'm like, "Fuck out of here!"
How many
Fuck out of here!
Steve Austin have we seen though? They just say that shit because he has such a effect. Well,
yeah, but the reason I bring him up is because he just came back from injury. And he ran a whole promo to where, because one of the last match that he had, he had that stipulation as well that he'd never challenged for the AEW title again.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I'm going to honor that. But that doesn't mean I can't go after the Continental title, the midweight title. And he names 4 fucking titles, and 2 of them I didn't even know that AEW had.
First of all, with all those goddamn people, they have to have those goddamn titles.
Yeah. But it just devalues your product and your wrestlers to where, okay, dude won AEW world title, he's never going to challenge it for it again, but it doesn't really matter because it holds as much clout as the other 17 fucking titles that they have. So they remain a mess and a steady mess, and I try to give it a shot there, but I get disappointed pretty much every week. But WWE has really been no better. In a lot of fucking
say, and WWE is right behind it.
Yeah. Now, the reason I brought up the ratings earlier for AEW, how even though they had the massive drop off after CM Punk, they've stayed pretty steady with the same, like, you know, it used to fluctuate between 450 and 700,000. Now it's pretty much stayed between 550 and 700,000. So they've stayed at that. Whereas the one main show that's still on television, WWE SmackDown, they have lost a good 1.5 million viewers over the last 2 years. Yep.
You're doing great.
Yep. And I think it was not this past Friday's episode. Maybe it was this past Friday's episode. It was either this past Friday or the Friday before's episode. That it was just 120. It was a 1,120,000. Like barely scraping the fucking $1 million mark, the million mark.
That's what they get.
Yeah, and the viewership on.
I'll be right back. I have to get water.
Okay.
Like, I am fully loaded with water. Wiggle chair, working on my core. Wiggle seat, working on the core. Getting back in shape. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's run this way. Where's the softie? It's fucking 9:30 at night. My service is so much better in this area too. The internet service.
So
I hate that my shirt makes me
So the Nielsen rating data methodology shifted in 2025 for the Big Data Plus panel. And that's what like started the ratings free fall. SmackDown in 2024 averaged 2.1 to 2.3 million viewers. The current 2026 averages is 1.2 million.
Well, that can't be because Triple H constantly comes out and tells us that is the highest rated show. So you need to check those numbers.
Highest gate. They only talk about the gate, which you notice they've stopped that.
Mm-hmm.
They've stopped him coming out and fucking talking about how much money they made off the fucking tickets. Good. Because you shouldn't be fucking touting that shit.
No.
Especially when you're just charging fucking ridiculous prices. That every single event, this was another girl I watched the other day. Every single event since the price hike, within 2 weeks, within 2 to 3 weeks, gets most of it of its ticket sales because they cut down the prices at least 20 to 25%.
Yep. Because nobody wants to pay for ridiculous shit. That's exactly the same thing we were saying as soon as they started this nonsense.
And the thing is people know this. People, they think consumers are fucking dumb.
Most consumers are dumb.
A lot of them are, but they seem to like just be in this fucking blind view on how much they're actually doing ticket wise. Because guarantee you, upcoming year in Minnesota, they are going to be touting about their fucking record dates.
Yeah, I doubt it. I mean, also that's part of
they sell 40,000 tickets in the next 2 fucking weeks.
Right. I mean, that's also a part of the whole like new business branding thing. Let's just lie.
The corporatization of all of it, and it started slow, but it has now seeped its way into everything, into every aspect of the programming, into every aspect of the product, and I do not. I watch them through my own means. Mm-hmm. They don't get my money anymore. You don't get my money anymore, WWE.
Well,
you haven't for quite a while. And that reason being is because Baltimore, which apparently this isn't going to be happening this year, but it's been a thing for a long time that WWE's first house live show after Christmas is always December 26th, and it's always at the Baltimore Arena. Mm-hmm. They've been doing that for a long time. And apparently it's not going to be happening this year. And the same price ticket, same place, same price ticket. I went to that last one. I went to, what was it, 2024? Yeah, it was 2024. I went to that one. I paid $60 for my ticket. I paid $60. That same fucking ticket the next year, in 2025, went up to $200. Same seat. This year, wait, not 20, and no, in 2025, no, it went up to fucking 600.
I was about to be like, 2025 is last year, and the prices were
I was getting the year confused. It went up to 600, and then by the time 2 days before the show, it went down to 200.
So nobody wants that shit.
And that same seat the year before cost me $60.
You know,
I got 2 days at WrestleMania, decent enough seats for fucking $700. Well worth it. Fucking now, Saudi Arabia. We expecting Americans to fly the fuck out? Yeah.
I mean, it's just an entire mess, and the corporatism is out of control, and the appeasing and pandering to an entire different country is just like.
And they're not happy either. They're not happy.
They're never gonna be happy because we're gay.
They're pissed. Number one, at their they should be pissed at themselves because they barely spend any money advertising in their own country for the event. So every pay-per-view PLE that they've had, I think they've only had one sell out, and I think that was the Night of Champions with Roman and LA Knight. I think that was the last one that sold out. Since then, the ticket sales have dramatically dropped, but they were especially pissed at Night of Champions that they didn't have Roman. Well, they're like, we're paying you all this money, and you're not bringing your biggest star. And so how long is it going to take, before they burn out their relations with the Saudis?
Yeah. And that's what it comes down to at this point.
Because really what probably could happen, and they should ultimately fear, is that one of the Saudi princes got with Jared Kushner, Trump's son-in-law, bought all those, did that massive video game buyout, and they could easily buy out, a TKO of WWE video games, and be like, we'll produce them.
Yeah, and that's part of the problem when our politicians and politics are directly intertwined with international politicians and politics, and or also corporations. That's a fucking mess. First of all, there's a whole bunch of different things in our Constitution against that. But fucking who reads the Constitution, actually, right? But it's all just breeds a whole bunch of issues that we don't need. And I don't think the American people, or just at the common sense, we know it's just like gone. But I didn't think it was this bad. And there's not much I can say without being disgustingly profane. And I don't want to do that.
Yeah. But it comes down into this whole idiotic corporatization, to where they are hiring writers that aren't even fans of fucking wrestling. They're hiring writers that aren't even fans of fucking wrestling.
because they know how to work the AI. Because they basically want to
Yeah.
because we outsource everything. This is what corporations do. They outsource everything. We outsource everything up to the point now we're trying to outsource human work to robots. And we don't care about the results. We don't care about the product anymore. They care about the money, and that's all. And the people just keep buying into it. It's like, y'all not gonna stop buying into it. They're not gonna stop that until we stop buying into it. Okay, carry on.
Yeah.
I know.
And the AI writing has been showing, I feel, our number one subject of just horrendousness is what we saw last night between Alpha Academy and The Vision. Revenge of the Nerds 2026, but this one isn't fun.
You said that exactly. Revenge of the Nerds was humorous and entertaining. That was neither. Yeah. I will not equate it to Revenge of the Nerds. That is disrespectful to Revenge of the
Nerds. The fake kiss leading into the fucking low blow. That was some shit that, like, I was almost ready for Liv to come out into a dance number.
I think that'd be the only thing that could have saved it. Because first of all, the shit looked like it was in slow motion, and it just, like, I don't understand. I don't understand how, like, okay, so as fans, people mock certain things about certain wrestlers. As fans, why don't we recognize that most of the wrestlers are doing the same shit, which means they're all bad, and that's not good. Because, like, people be like, Jade does this, but Rhea Ripley does the same thing, and Liv does the same shit, you know? And, like, and people just be like, no, are you watching it? Just follow the narrative. That shouldn't go into wrestling. If you want to make fun of people, make fun of everybody the same way. Because, yes, they're all very talented. They are, uplifting the brand in their own ways, but they also don't look like seasoned wrestlers.
And fucking, like, and this is actually a callback for you to when you had predicted, because I talked about how it was so funny that Dom would get booed so hard. Back in primetime Judgment Day. And you had said, you were like, this is ultimately going to hurt his promo skills. Because he's not going to be able to cut a good promo because he can't get one out. And now you got him and JD McDonough doing backstage little video things, talking shit at Danhausen.
Vignettes.
At fucking Danhausen.
And you know something? But it's not like I'm not psychic, a little bit psycho, but, like, it's just because they follow the same model for so long, and I've been watching wrestling for literally almost 40 years. So yeah, it's just, at this point, it's just like, when are they gonna break the cycle? Like, we've seen this before. We've seen this before, and
their only idea of innovation is celebrity inclusion.
Yeah,
the fact that they took Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes and paired it up with fucking Pat McAfee and fucking Jelly Roll.
I'll never forgive them for that shit.
You have the fucking story right there. It's right there. It's a story that you guys have been building for 20 years. But let's do celebrity inclusion and shitty fucking promos.
I mean, and so here's my problem. Celebrity inclusion, and we've talked about celebrity inclusion has always been a thing. Why did it suck so bad now, though? Why? It has always been a thing. I was watching a video about how the rest. It slipped my mind. I'm tense. But said he made Cyndi Lauper. You know, that was in the 80s. That's been a thing for a very long time. Why does it suck now, though? And why does Cyndi Lauper wrestling in the 80s better than right now?
Yeah.
Why?
Mike Tyson in the 90s being the fucking ref.
Why?
Siding with Stone Cold. Hell, even Dennis Rodman could throw down a little bit in the ring. He wasn't all that great, but he could throw down a little bit.
Yeah. But like it was all cumulative, it was better. And like, but it just seems like there is no artistry left. There's no creativity and creative. Like,
which,
you know,
at first, Little Yachty being with Trick Williams, I was enjoying. Now he's taking up more of the promo time than Trick is.
Yeah, you know, I was never. You're like, yeah, no, it's okay. I'm like, no. I
didn't mind him at first, but now he's. I thought it was going to be a month or two thing, and then that guy was going to be like, "I'll go record a record or something," and it's like it's been fucking like 3-4 months.
20 years later.
Yeah, 15 years later.
But yeah, it's again, and that's just because there is no creativity and creative. They don't have follow through. They don't have follow through. They don't have like conclusion. They don't have. They have rise in action, but they don't have any plot after that.
Oh, the chicken, the dead chicken episode. The dead chicken episode. I almost forgot about that piece of shit because it's that much of a piece of shit. But it popped into my head of what other AI writing have we seen? Oh yeah, the dead chicken.
That was so stupid. So ridiculous.
It made no sense. It's like that they were trying to take what they did with El Grande Americano and make this fucking fake chicken. It's, you know, I would have respected it if they went gobbledygooker with it. If they would have done the gobbledygooker, maybe I would have had some respect for it. You know, but they just made up a fucking chicken. And I'm pretty sure its name was just chicken.
There's so many things.
Pretty sure its name is chicken.
Again, there's no creativity and creative. There's no like no one actually writing out a plot, you know, mounting device. There's no.
You know what my favorite part of last night was though? Paul Heyman. Not for the whole shit with Brock, but for when he congratulated the Vision on their whole segment, and he was like, "Maxine, you're doing great. So what do you need me for?" And then he walks off. I really hope that it's just Paul Heyman being like, "I am completely done with it." I
was like, I hope he feels like I feel, because I'm just like, fuck this shit. Like, they're like, who's writing? Nobody's writing it. First of all, that's part of the fucking problem. I don't think anybody's reading it over.
Yeah, and the thing is there was between all the injuries, this is a team that this time last year was just getting ready to start, and it was Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Seth Rollins, and Paul Heyman. And they didn't even have a name for like 2 straight months.
They were thinking about it. They were mulling it over.
Yeah. and then they finally get a name, and 2 weeks later, Seth gets injured. And then they're like, how are we going to handle this? Well, Braun's going to hit him. We're just going to get Seth out, so when he comes back, he'll fight Braun. You know?
It should be Inspector Gadget and just give Seth Rollins the fucking metal suit he deserves, because he's all types of broken.
But the fact that right after that, a couple weeks, just like a week or two later, they get fucking Logan Paul. And right there, when fucking when Paul Heyman had all of like 20 seconds to talk up Logan Paul, and then he spent 2 minutes on Bronson Reed and spent 2 minutes on fucking Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I
was just like, cool. Paul sees it. Paul sees it. This is being forced on him.
We all see it.
This is being forced on him. And then Austin Theory. It fucking.
How's he still around?
Well, and the thing is, they had him set up perfectly to turn fucking face. They had him and Grayson Waller fighting.
It was going well.
And it was going well, and it was finally doing the thing that he needed to go babyface, because he was finally putting on good promos too, to where he was kind of like, nah, man, I really don't want to do that.
They were okay promos.
Okay. Okay, fair.
Yeah.
But
and then they were like, psych.
Yeah. And then they're like, he's the masked man. And then all the masked men, when Seth came back, the army of masked men that were all his school students. We did
talk about this on, I think we did have a podcast about this, because we talked about how stupid that was. It's the fucking emo Find Waldo shit.
I think we did 2 months ago. Okay, we did one for the WWE Master Release and post WrestleMania 42, and then we did one for the New Day when they left, which that brings up another one who just left, Sheamus. Motherfucking.
Isn't he leaving in 3 years? It wasn't that part of stipulation of his contract?
No, he's clear and free. He's done. He signed the release papers. He had 3 months left on his contract, and he signed release papers, and he didn't get a 90 days. He didn't get a 90-day no work stipulation either. Unlike the New Day, which, you know, I can't wait for them to get that money from AEW. Get that Tony Khan money, boys. Get that Tony Khan money. Sorry he won't use you properly, but get that fucking money.
Definitely don't, though. You know, like, that's the problem. We have to want more for these guys. Again, you're going to go there and just get thrown in the shuffle?
Yeah. And that's the biggest problem, is that we're in a content. In the 90s, we had the Monday Night Wars. In the 2026s, the 2020s here, we have the content, where it's just about sheer volume, mass commercial appeal, and who can try to outdo the other one, and they go off and actively fucking try to counter each other. WWE more to AEW. They set up AAA and NXT pay-per-views on same day as All In.
Yeah, it's become ridiculous, because at this point the fans are sick of it, and they just are getting tired of both of everything.
And it's showing, because people have dropped off. My friends Melissa and Tyler. I was just talking with him the other day. You know, he sent me a funny meme, wrestling meme, and And I was just like, man, shit's been weak. And he's like, I'll feel guilty for missing Monday Night Raw, but then I'll see clips and I'll be fine with it. Because I realized I didn't miss much.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even, I fell asleep on the Roman and Seth contract signing. I'm sure that was stupid. I'm sure it was just like any other fucking contract signing, which I think contract signing is one of the dumbest fucking segments.
It used to be cool, but that's because it used to be random.
Cool.
Now it's just routine
the
and
last,
mundane.
The last good contract signing segment was LA Knight and Roman Reigns. And that's because LA Knight told him to fuck off.
It's very classic. But see, nothing is good anymore. And they just repeat the same mistakes. And I don't know. Even I'm getting tired of WWE. I never get tired of anything. But like, I can't find a happy reason a lot of times when I'm watching it. And a lot of times I'm just like, what the fuck is this? And even I turn it off. Even if clothes don't even be happy about.
I've been into the habit of getting on and playing my Legends of Runeterra game, or what is it? No, Team Fighting Tactics. I get on to playing that while watching usually Raw or SmackDown. Because outside of like maybe one or two okay matches, there's not a whole lot to watch. I barely remember SmackDown from Friday.
Yeah, I like watched it, but I didn't care. But
because nothing's happening. They got 2 weeks from Saturday. 2 weeks from fucking Saturday is SummerSlam. They got 2 days to fill up, and so far they got 6 fucking matches. 2 main events.
Those still flop together.
You know, the tag team division is beyond a complete fucking joke. I was wondering. I remember, I think it was a month or so ago when we were talking about it, that I was like, "Where the fuck are the War Raiders?" Well, they're down in AAA.
We talked about that online. I think in the chat the other day. They're in AAA, so it's like because they're both companies, but it's like nobody wants to watch that.
And that's the thing is like apparently if we want to watch a good product, we got to watch AAA, but they only show on fucking YouTube ever so often. Which that's another thing, too, is that to show you that it's such an odd fucking time for wrestling, is that probably the best match of the year so far was the El Grande Americano match. Was the mask match. That match was fucking fantastic. I love the story build up and everything. But if you put it into perspective,
how to get here?
If you put it into perspective of what the fucking situation is, you have an American faking to be a luchador that got injured. And so they got a German to come in and fill in to be that same fake luchador.
They don't have luchadors too.
Yeah. and then you get that American to come back, and then you have 2 El Grande Americanos. And then it ends up stemming in to a really good fucking storyline. And ends up stepping into one of the best matches of the year, by far, if not the best match of the year.
Yeah.
Like, that is a match that Ludwig Kaiser and Chad Gable can rest on, like, for the rest of their lives. As like hey, I did have a one really fucking epic match.
Yeah.
I like,
There was.
which I think also poor Chad Gable. He loses the mask and everything like that, and they bring him back, and his new music is so fucking corny.
The music
Gable, Gable.
they didn't give a fuck about him.
Holy shit! But I'm pretty sure he's gonna beat Penta at SummerSlam, for the IC title.
I hope not, but probably.
I think he will, in the simple fact of past that IC title, they're probably not going to put any other titles.
I think I'm done with my wiggle. See.
But it's for the El Grande Americano match to be the best match of the year so far is pretty fucking ridiculous.
I mean, it just is a perfect example of where exactly we're at. As ridiculous as this, like that's where we are. It's ridiculous. Yeah. That's exactly where we are.
Yeah. And that the Undertaker is running a fucking Spanish promotion in AAA and apparently is doing a really good job.
That's where we are. I mean, there's so many parts that are just wrong. It's like, why is that happening? Why is that happening? Why is that happening?
None of it. There's no sense of time or logic. Like I'm pretty sure the War Raiders are supposed to face off against R-Truth and Damian Priest, I think Friday, for the tag titles.
Okay, sure. I mean, if they're doing anything, and like we're still watching,
and the War Raiders are AAA tag team champions right now.
They're doing anything, we're still watching, and that's part of the problem.
Dominic Mysterio is the AAA mega champion, and I don't think he's defended it.
Right. And wasn't he on vacation, taking pictures with his family recently?
Yeah.
The fuck does that matter?
The King and Queen of the Ring. Holy shit!
They had that. Did they have that recently?
That was part of Night of Champions.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch that purposely.
They paired it up with Night of Champions.
Yeah, I was just like, fuck that.
They have Io Sky beat Liv Morgan to challenge Liv Morgan at SummerSlam. How many other women wrestlers could have used that fucking spot? Not only in the tournament, not a Liv spot in the tournament. Liv shouldn't have been in the fucking tournament in the first place.
They're rinse, wash, repeat, and they don't care. They don't care.
They don't.
Doesn't care. Or murder.
And then you have Obafemi win the King of the Ring tournament. Thank God, because I would hate to see Jay win. Honestly, he shouldn't have gotten that far as is.
Yeah, I agree.
And then he's like, I'm just gonna put aside my title shot for right now to face Brock Lesnar. Okay, now they're saying he forfeited his fucking title shot to face Brock Lesnar. That's what they were implying of the fucking thing, and it's like, okay, so tournaments that you set up don't matter. So what are you going to do with this John Cena tournament? that we haven't heard about since John Cena announced the motherfucker. The tournament of where the internet's gonna vote on who wins, but they're still gonna wrestle anyways.
They were lying the whole time.
Yeah.
So, and I said that. I was like, they're lying. Because why would the fuck they do anything that makes sense? Because that was obviously something that really drew a lot of people, and a lot of people be behind. Why the fuck would they do that? Have you seen them? Have you seen them for years? Why would they do anything that made sense for anybody except money and like investors to inflate their fucking stocks? Because it's not about wrestling anymore. The WWE and AEW is just trying to follow them, and I don't know what the fuck that is, but
Not wrestling.
It's not common sense or logical. It's also not a proper business practice, or at least a sustainable business practice. But again, that's not my business.
Yeah, and the fact that Jim Cornette, good old Jim, had to fucking go off and take a break from fucking watching AEW at all. And he's only come back to reviewing like certain parts, and he's like having Brian fucking speed through it.
Yeah. And wrestling generally been frustrated.
But he's like, I can't take this fucking spot, this bullshit anymore.
I mean, I can't either. I'm with him. I actually do. I fucking think he does. So
yeah. And just the level of the absurdities in which everybody is getting to on this, just the lack of cohesion, like Carmelo Hayes, poor Carmelo Hayes. They have done everything in their fucking power to fucking keep him down. And I really want to know who the fuck he pissed off.
Nobody. He doesn't have to. We're not in that time zone anymore. You don't have to piss anybody off. I'm not going to go into anything else. I'm trying to keep everything positive and light. But we're in an era when nothing makes sense. People just lie. They just out here lying. They're out here lying. People are like, yeah, that makes sense. They're just literally just lying to you. What they said has never made sense everywhere, anything, within anything, but you're just going to fucking listen. And people are like, yeah. And that's the world we live in now. And like that's feeding into every like type of sports and company, and it's disgusting. And people just watch it like, this is okay. And like, are we like nothing about it is okay. Nothing about us is okay. Nothing about wrestling is okay. Nothing about the atmosphere that we are continuing to support is okay. I mean, so there's that too.
Yeah, the governmental atmosphere is complete fucking dog shit.
It's government, it's corporate, it's it's everywhere. It's everywhere altogether.
Yeah.
So,
beyond it's full on toxic fucking everything.
And the lack of critical thinking is what really is like the nail in the coffin. Because everything would be okay if critical thinking skills were like on par. But have you seen these humans out here?
and they keep on gutting the education system because they want to keep them dumb.
Again, I if people wanted to learn, they would.
Yeah.
Simple as that. It's a lack of wanting to learn. My daughter, everywhere she goes, she's pointing out different trees and talking about the good things they do and shit like that. I didn't teach her that. It's because she has an urge to learn things like that. Because she likes learning. These motherfuckers are just like, you just can't learn to be an asshole to other people. Like, is that your like passion in life? Like, what is going on in the world? Critical thinking doesn't exist. Comprehension doesn't exist. It's in everything. In everything. It's in the legal system right now. We see it constantly. I watch a lot of crime TV, and I mean, until people learn that ignorance spreads, negativity spreads, and we have to come together actually, and you actually need to live in a good world where everybody exists, we're all going to be this way forever. Endeavor, 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 endeavor.
Willie had sent a message at 9:30. Yeah, I had to go back to work.
I saw it.
To talk about something positive that I really like that is going on right now. X-Men 97.
I did not start watching a new season yet.
It is so fucking good.
I've heard, but I'm not talking about it at all. But I did have my predictions. So Gambit came back as Death, right?
Huh?
Did Gambit come back as one of the 4 horsemen?
Not yet. If you remember, they got caught between the past and the future of Apocalypse.
I thought they were about to come back in the last season. Like, I thought that would have been
Cyclops, Jean.
Oh yeah, they all separate. Okay.
Nightcrawler and Wolverine and Storm were all in the future of Apocalypse. Xavier, Magneto, Beast, Rogue, and Morph were all stuck in the past of Apocalypse. And Bishop and why am I forgetting his name? He's the tech guy. Fuck.
The tech guy, what?
The tech guy. The tech black guy that's not Bishop.
Oh, Bishop and damn.
That's Storm's boyfriend. And
his name. I want to say Peter, like not Peter, not definitely not. I know you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah. He goes to the future to get him, and Bishop goes to the past to get them. And it's really great because these writers are fucking fantastic. They're doing what they did with the first season.
You can tell they're
X-Men 97 and what they've done with the whole series of where they draw from storylines, but they make them their own. And they do their great spin on it. And so you get to see a little bit of Cyclops and Jean around young Cable before he's full Cable-fied, but they don't tell him that they're his parents, but they do get to spend a bit of time with him. And
that's endearing.
It's great fucking writing. Yeah. And the way that they seal up just these first 3 episodes. The fourth one, and this is the biggest hint to something that is coming that they didn't outright show, but I know they're going to do, is they're going to bring on Onslaught.
I hope so.
They're setting up Onslaught.
That's good.
They set up Apocalypse perfectly. In the past, in the future, and fucking it also goes with great character writing. Magnus being around this young Apocalypse and Navasor, he takes it as this is our opportunity. Mm-hmm. And Charles is like, what? Like, he's the first mutant. We can make him the first X-Men. We can prevent him from becoming this fucking evil. And their clash of ideas and nobilities, that conversation that is had between Magnus and Charles is just one of the best conversations about morality and future versus the past. And like, it was it's so good, so well written, so well executed. And Savanor and Apocalypse is fucking terrifying. And they do a really, really fucking good job of setting that up.
That's great. You know, in the comics, they always had that dynamic, and they talked a lot when they have flashbacks, and that's great that they're bringing that along to this specifically.
They
did that in the first season also.
That's the biggest thing of the X-Men storylines is that it's that really it's always at the prime core of like the older stories, really two friends fighting about their ideas, because they do everything to stop the other one from achieving their plans, but do everything at the same time not to kill them. Because they believe the other one, and mostly it's Magnus believes Charles is right and understands his aggression and his trauma, and that's also more great fucking writing that they do.
Yeah, because they always understood each other, even though they don't agree. They understood where each other were coming from, and they always had that brotherhood quality, you know. And in the first X-Men that we had growing up, they really took that out.
Well, no, they brought it in. You're forgetting the fucking Savage Lands.
You saw it, but it wasn't as prevalent as like you saw it in comics. Like it was one of the main things about the comics constantly, you know.
That was, but that whole season really illustrated Charles and Magnus's relationship.
That's true.
Because they were both powerless and stranded, and both without their teams, both without everything, and they got back to where it was like, okay, I'm not gonna do this fucked up shit anymore. In that way, I am going to start a country, however.
Yes. Very flexible.
Listen, I won't try to take over the world anymore, Charles, but you're going to let me start a country. Like, okay, they turn that country into a mutant slave colony. I'm going to build a fucking asteroid. I'm going to build a fucking asteroid. We're going to get the fuck away from the planet. Okay, somebody made me crash the asteroid.
Not my fault. Not my fault.
All right. There was a dickhead guy on there that I didn't understand his powers.
Yeah, I'm glad that's doing it well. Because the great part about the cartoons we watched was the morals. And those things that they start taking out and making all material, you know, things about brotherhood and helping others.
Yeah, the whole Morlock storyline, both of their relevant episodes were some of my favorite. And how Storm becomes leader of the Morlocks, but gives us back to Shuri, and and they circle back to that too. They did that last season when they had Finn, I think is his name, the little green kid.
Yep.
With the Morlocks.
I don't remember his name, but I remember.
And he died. Yeah. And he died in Magneto's arms.
Yeah.
That right there. That scene in general, that whole attack of the fucking Sentinel and Gambit, and that is arguably possibly the best animated shit ever.
I mean, it was definitely moving.
It's fucking epic. And just I can't sing enough praises about that show. And what they need to do what Marvel needs to do is take fucking hints from their cartoon writers, because Marvel Zombies, fucking great. What If, fucking great. The newer Spider-Man show that they did, fucking great. And X-Men 97, fucking great.
Yeah.
But if they do any more of these bringbacks and stuff, they do need to do a Spider-Man 94. Fucking, we got fucking Peter Brady there. Peter Parker. Mr. Brady is still alive, and he's always wanted to finish that show.
Yeah.
Because they left it off with him going to get Mary Jane. Going to rescue Mary Jane from the fucking multiverse.
I forgot how I left it off. I just remember not being happy about it.
Yeah. And Madam Web was voiced by Stan Lee's wife. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Voiced by Stan Lee's wife, and she was fucking fantastic. I just thought Madam Web is the creepy old lady I want to know. I want to know that creepy old lady.
Definitely be stuff up for the ones around my house. But anyway, well, my old house. No people leave here.
But yeah, it's in a time where the cartoons are, with a lot of different stuff, is doing overall better storyline wise than most mainstream stuff. Invincible being another example, and somehow that show it stays good with it, despite getting their budget cut each season and having that shittier animation each season. Yeah. They still keep good stories.
Yeah, they're doing Invincible wrong, but right, it's still good.
Yeah.
Although, there's a lot of elements that I was like about, but
yeah,
it's solid mostly altogether.
Yeah, and it has its and it's very crucial morality writing. It kind of takes the same formulas of morality, but that other cartoon superhero shows have done, but takes it to an extreme.
I mean, yeah.
And that's the appeal. But it's crazy that of just these different writings. I was getting into it about Rings of Power, too, and about Arendelle. That's the black guy, black elf, and I was just like, he'd be a whole lot more interesting if he had any backstory and any lineage. We're just supposed to accept that there is a black elf in a world that is filled with racism, especially in the world of Tolkien. Everybody is racist. You would think that would probably be a pretty significant factor of there's a black elf. Wonder what his family was, or what family he comes from, or what his lineage is. Nope, not going to give you any of that. He's just going to be the black guy fighting the orcs.
His lineage is Targaryen. Mind your business.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Bastard.
That's all I think of.
You don't want to legitimize my sons. Oh, by the way, your son, bastard. Your dead son, bastard.
I mean, yeah, that's the only way you can really do it.
The Dragons cooking this season. That fucking that episode gave me fucking riddled with anxiety. Just all the moments of where the one channel I watch, Nerd Soup, summed it up of where Rhaenyra was having Homelander moments. Because in the last season of last two seasons of Boys, it just stand there and he'd just be like, just Homelander burnout moments. She had like 4 of those. And it was causing me a lot of anxiety. I'm watching that episode like I need to smoke more weed for this.
I mean, yeah, it's because he was psychotic, but he was always psychotic. I think that was also the writers, and that's Show's way of like trying to filter in a lot more of the Homelander from the comic attitude.
Mm-hmm. Well, at Rhaenyra, and they've been doing some really interesting differences from what was established in books.
Yeah, I like what they did. The way they did it was very nice.
Now last season that was a filler season. Not a whole lot went on. But so far in just the first couple episodes here, they've done a whole hell of a lot of character work. They have all these great chaotic factors happening all at once. But the way that they've changed up that Aegon is on the run with fucking Larys, and and he's like going in like fucking hugging his dead dragon. It just but it's better storytelling.
It is
than what you get of his character arc in there, because in the books it's pretty much he gets crushed on the dragon and burned. His dragon's dead, but he's still alive, and he doesn't run away from the throne or sacrifice it and do this whole change up. So where they've changed up the story, I like a lot. But man, Corlys. Poor fucking Corlys Velaryon. He's like, my fucking fleet is gone. My fucking keep is gone. I ain't got no fucking money. Where the fuck are my kids? Okay, they're all bastards. Hey, Rhaenyra. I've been fighting for you, right? Can you like legitimize my kids here? Can you just do that real quick? No, fucking bastards! You raised bastards, bitch.
I mean, yep. So,
just drop him in that. It's like your son was a bastard.
It's starting to remind me so much of the beginning of Game of Thrones, when everybody was talking about all the bastards. That's what it reminded me of. I was just like,
it is. It's just a plethora of fucking bastards.
Yep.
And then we got fake Darian, which the chick who plays Alicent Hightower, I love her. She's a great fucking actress. I like how she is in like the fucking position with her daughter of just being like, look, I told you to come and take the fucking place. I didn't know. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know fucking Aegon ran off with Larys. Like, fuck if I know. But when she walks in and sees fake Darian, her fucking look on her face was just like, is that not your kid? That's not my kid.
I wasn't prepared. I would have to like literally write down all my thoughts. I have so many.
Just the look on her face of like, what the fuck?
What?
Like, that's not my kid.
Who kid is it? I don't know.
They dyed his hair blonde. Which Glidus, another channel that I watched, when he was analyzing that scene, and Rhaenyra looks at his fucking hair. He's like, this is the moment where Rhaenyra is finally realizing she should have dyed her kid's hair blonde.
I don't think they had the ability back then. But
obviously they did. They dyed that kid's hair blonde.
It's true, but I don't know if they all knew the same thing.
Dyed his hair blonde enough that tricked her. She looked at him, not even thinking twice. Oh, yeah, that's one of my brothers. Never met the motherfucker. Definitely one. Him and fucking Damon both. Her and Damon both were just like, yeah, that's definitely Darian. Fucking kill him. He says that 3 times throughout the episode. You know you need to kill Darian, right?
No, but seriously though, you need to kill Darian.
By the way, you gotta kill Darian.
I mean, he's persistent. I'm like that when I want something done too, though. So I completely understand.
Hey, Damon is the fucking go-getter.
Exactly. Like, have you got that done yet? No.
Yeah. He's about the most determined man. Have you killed that kid yet?
No. All right. Cool.
Come on, kill him already.
You know you gotta kill him soon, right?
You know you gotta kill him soon. If you don't kill him, they're not gonna believe in you.
Yeah. Like I said, there's a lot going on.
You killed Darian yet? That's gonna be coming into the chat. That's gonna be coming into the chat. You killed Darian. We're waiting on one another. We're waiting on one another.
You get turned off, but right now it's still funny. Kinda.
Damon. Fucking, that was a doctor. That man was a doctor who. I fucking love Matthew Smith.
Okay.
Oh. Reptar. Which I'm surprised they haven't tried to hack older shows and redo them, like Rugrats. Did they try that? I think they did a 3D one.
Yeah,
like
they had all grown up.
Yeah,
and then they had like the 3D one that was after. They've had a lot of different versions of Rugrats we're just unaware of. I'm aware of them because I had low cousins and I am a child forever. But yeah, they don't really mess with a lot of Nickelodeon stuff though. And I'm not messing with that topic because it always goes to the same thing.
It's there. Watch it.
It's too late. It's already 10:30.
Yeah, it is 10:30.
Yes.
We'll wrap it up.
I'm not starting that. So to wrap up, wrestling sucks right now, but we're going to talk about it.
Listen to Jim Cornette. He's funny.
Yes. I listen to him regularly. He's a shining star in a pile of shit.
Yeah. Anytime, that, especially when I like, my favorite ones are Dave Meltzer ratings. When he sees Dave Meltzer ratings and him and Brian go over them and he fucking chews him the fuck out.
The fact that he starts off angry every time he sees it is the best for me. Like, well, now we're talking about Meltzer, like, and Dave Meltzer really thinks he like does something constantly, and it's been so long that you've been shitty. Is anyone gonna tell him? Is anyone gonna tell him?
Well, his one podcast partner does a lot, and that's another thing that I love is when they bring up the segments of his Brian chewing Dave out.
If all your friends don't like you, what do you call them? But
yeah, co-worker.
I mean, it's just, well, Dave Meltzer has been a joke for way too long. But he gets paid to be a joke, so maybe I need to be that type of joke.
It's paid Tony Khan money, that's for sure. Which apparently, so fucking the Young Bucks, they had the Meltzer driver, which was just a fucking assisted pile driver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they are no longer calling it the Meltzer driver, and they have not described what they're going to call it. But they're not
anything except that.
They're just like, we're not calling it the Meltzer driver. We don't have another name for it, but don't call it the Meltzer driver anymore.
Because we don't like him, neither does anybody else.
Yeah, even though he gives us like 9 stars for no reason.
Really, for no reason. But we still hate him.
All right, but that's it, folks. Thank you
All
for
right.
tuning in. If you did, I think I saw 2 views at one point. Yay!
This will be awesome. Looking
All right.
Yep.
Cowabunga. Later.
Like and share on.